Oh God, I'm so nervous. Like I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe I'm finally doing this. I've been wanting to share I've been on a weight loss journey, and I've been wanting to share it with you guys. And this whole thing just makes me very nervous. It just makes me very hi. I'm feeling those butterfly things in my stomach, like even as I share this. I think this is just a topic that makes me very nervous to share. Okay, it makes me very nervous. It's just something I feel sensitively about. I feel those, though some of us might not have that worm issue. First, deworm. Even me, I'll deworm first before I say it's butterflies. You might not be in love. You might not be feeling that guy. Just maybe it's worms. It's an issue of worms. But I want to just share my weight loss journey with you guys, to tag you guys along. More specifically, I've been on a journey and I want to finally tag you guys along. I know you can notice that I don't have it's just this, we're in the ghettos. Yesterday my finger got banged in the door. It was a very emotional night for my husband. I calmed him down a lot. I told him if you have not subscribed to this channel, please consider subscribing to my channel. It's very, very, very helpful when you do. And if you have, I really, really, really appreciate it. Let's roll it. My original plan was to share this weight loss journey at the end, when I'm done, when I have like amazing after pictures, those amazing bikini after pictures, like where the abs are just, my God, they're just like insulting you in your face, those things. You guys know what I mean. Those sorts of finishers where you are literally, the abs are finishing you. That was the plan originally. I wanted to just go through this whole journey and then post it at the end. Obviously, we are not yet, oh my God, we are not yet there. We are not yet, like, we are a long way away from the after, as you probably can you see the abs that you guys you likely can see, but the abs are they're feeling shy. It's just they're feeling shy. That's it. They're just in a shy season in their lives. Okay, even you have been shy one time in your life. Okay, so we're not yet at the after place. Why am I finally sharing this? I've just been feeling in my heart more and more and more that I want to share this, because from experience I know how lonely this journey can be, and I just want to share this and motivate someone and inspire someone. And I want my vlog, my channel, to be somewhere that someone comes and they're like able to be motivated again. They're like reminded, it's okay, you keep going. If that little crazy girl called Mwende Kimondo can do it, like even you can do it. I want it to be motivational. So I weighed the pros, the cons, and then I realized the pros actually outweigh the cons this time for me. Because I think my biggest con was the fear. I have a very deep fear of failure. Oh my God, this video is just too real. It's too real. This one doesn't want me to prosper, or like I legit am very afraid to fail. Oh my God, you guys who understands what I mean, who is able to understand what I'm talking about. The pros are that someone might get inspired, because me myself, while I've been on this journey, there's people who are sharing their weight loss journeys publicly, and it's very motivating to me. Okay, one such person I think is me.I'm. I don't know if you guys know her, but she's sharing her journey and it's very motivating for me. Okay, so it's like, that's one of my main reasons, to motivate someone, to like inspire someone, to like create a community here that shows someone you can do it. More specifically, I think on my Instagram, to create a community there, because there, I'm able to post on the day to day. If you have not followed me, my Instagram handle, Mwende Kimondo, please go check it out and follow me there. Like, let's just create this community. Okay, another pro for me was that it helps me face my fear head on. I don't know if that makes sense. It helps me face the fear that I feel so deep, like in my stomach, like that, that knot you feel. It helps me face it like very head on. Like, what's the worst that could happen? As in, like, fail, and then get back up again, and then fail again, and then get. I'm saying it like it's a very simple thing, but oof. I'll give you a background story of my whole journey and where we're at, and I'll give you very, very, very practical statistics. I think one of the ways that I want to do this journey is I want to be very open. It's very difficult for me. There's a lot of shame attached to it. Why am I sounding like no? There's a lot of shame I feel about it, not attached to it. Maybe there is, but I also feel about it. And I just want to be open. I just want to share with you statistics. I just want to, maybe there's someone, maybe you're there, you're trying to lose weight. You've done such hard work, like in a week or in 2 weeks, you've been so consistent, you've not seen results. I just want to show you the practicality. Like, you guys know how real we like to be on this channel. We like to keep it as realistic and as, if we're doing this, we're going to keep it as realistic as possible. Okay? All right. In my life, always growing up, I think up until maybe I was 17, 18, weight wasn't really an issue for me. Of course, now as I'm growing up, I'm realizing there's some body dysmorphia that has always been there somewhere. I don't want to say, that's a very strong term. Let me just say some form of body dysmorphia symptoms. Let me use that, because I think body dysmorphia is a very serious condition, so I wouldn't want to just throw it around carelessly. But it's always been there, where you want to be a little bit skinnier, or for me, a little bit darker, my skin color, or your friends have gotten boobs now, that whole thing, yeah. Up until 17, as now I'm coming to realize as I look at my pictures, there was never really a weight issue for me at all. I was those extremely just fit people, okay. And it was not because I really used to work out a lot or do anything really. But as a child, obviously, you play and all these activities, yeah. But I was never really, weight was never really an issue. Even as I look at it, maybe even up until like 19 or something, it was pretty much okay, yeah. I was those people who would eat whatever, not gain weight. Your childhood. At some point, most people maybe in their childhood had this, yeah. So I would eat whatever I would at any time, and just not move at all and not gain any weight, and that was just life. And then I like to joke with my husband and say, and then and then the day that I became an adult happened. Oh God, the day that I became an adult happened. I started to gain weight. I remember this specifically after my first year of campus, yeah. First of all, that freshman 15 that people talk about? Nothing. Like, breeze through it, and then you're like, whoa. And you're just eating anything. Like, my God, I had terrible eating habits. But most people in their first year of campus do anyway. Like, terrible eating habits, yeah. And then I remember after my first year, I went home. I remember at home, I would eat like the most unhealthy things. Like, I remember at night, I would always have like ice cream. And it's not like 1 scoop. It's like 4 scoops, 5 scoops. I mean, my mom was like, Christina, just go for a walk, something. But not because I was gaining weight. Like, she was just worried. She was just get some sun, baby girls. I would not do any of that, unfortunately. Now I'm starting to think back to it and think maybe I should have. Mama, you was right. You was right, Mama. I oscillated between like 47 kg and like 53. I was always there. It was always there. Comfortably, no struggles. And then at my second year of campus, one time we were going for a walk with my then boyfriend, my now husband, yeah. We're going for a walk with Baptist. And then we passed by some clinic, some chemist. Anyway, we just wanted to check our weight. Then we check our weight. Then I saw 56. I was like, no. Okay, let me step off. You reset the thing. Let's do this again. You guys are so funny. Okay. All right, let's do this again. Then I step again. And then it's 56. I'm like, okay. All right, yours is just malfunction. Okay, I'll just pay you and go elsewhere. And then I think after like 2 months again, we checked. Somewhere it was like 57. Then I was like, oh my God, like my God, it's getting serious. But at that point, I wasn't starting to panic. I was just feeling like, you know, when you've been in a bubble where you just do whatever. You just eat anything. I remember I used to eat lunch bars. I don't know. You guys, do you know lunch bars? Do you know those things are like a gift from the gods? Lunch bars, the two red, who knows that thing? But the white one is trash. I'm sorry, but the white one, I said it. The white one is trash. I would eat lunch bars. I would eat like a lunch bar a day. I always used to have Oreos on me. You know, those things, and nothing has happened in your body. You're like, hey, you're just bruising through life. My God, second year hit me properly. So I'm at 57. I've realized I'm at 57. Then I go for my internship. You know, reality is not yet hitting me. I'm like, I think it's just a seasonal, you know. I've just been super happy. I've not been stressed, and so yeah, it will pass. It shall come to pass. Yo, my guy. Ooh. By the end of my internship, I remember I was about 60. I was like, whoa, okay. Now this is getting serious. Okay, this is getting serious. So by the second time now, when I went home for my half-long holiday, sort of, I remember now I started doing a swimming thing. I would swim every day, and then I'd like to walk to that place, you know, and sometimes walk back. And you know, I was now like, oh my God, this, like, it's getting serious. Whoa, like, we better chill. But not really taking it as seriously as I should have, and not really researching. And you know, I did what I thought was best for me at the time. So I wasn't altering my eating habits at all. I was still there with my 4 scoops of ice cream, you know, just filling it up. I go to my 3rd year. Now, at this point, people now have started making comments about your weight, which I think is one of the most rude things on this planet. We shall do a video about this. No. Telling someone, no, naendelea poa. Don't do it. Baby girls, no, don't do it. That person already knows they're gaining weight. But we shall do this. We shall talk about this. I think this should be an entire video. We shall talk about it. Yeah, so at this point, people are starting to, so now it's getting serious. At this point now, clothes are starting to fit. So like I'm panicking. I remember coming back into my 3rd year, and now I was starting to think, my God, I need to like just get some activity in. You get like, my God, things are getting serious. My clothes can't fit anymore. You know, now you start to take it seriously, because now it's also affecting the way that you look like. Now, because of my body type, originally when I was gaining weight, I wasn't seeing anything on my stomach. I don't know why, as women, we panic when it goes to the stomach. Now you're like, whoa, you hold up, it's getting serious, yeah. So originally the weight was going to my hips and where, and before I gained weight, I really didn't have like huge hips. So I was like, it's a bonus. It's the Lord himself coming back to, yeah, thank you, Lord. My stomach now starts to gain some weight. My jeans don't fit anymore. My tops aren't feeling comfortable as they used to. And at this point, I'm panicking. So I remember that was the first time ever in my life I joined the gym. So I joined this gym. I used to go, but as usual, not consistently, because I wasn't taking it as seriously, you know, because I was thinking I just need a little bit of activity here and there, and then it's gonna be okay. Sometimes I'd go leave after 30 minutes, go leave after 20, sometimes just go do the treadmill for like 20 minutes, get out. I'm not saying that's not, but I was not being consistent. You know, if I decide to do 20 minutes, you know, as long as I do it every day. My issue was consistency. And now even worse, my eating habits, same trash. I was still doing my ice cream, I was still doing my Oreo, I was still doing my lunch bar, everything. I was still doing it. Terrible eating habits, yeah? And so by the time I was joining the gym, I remember I was about 64. You know, now at this point, like, now you're panicking because you've come, like, it's a whole 13 kg. It has come in gradually, so it's been like, my body started warning me at 2nd year, but I was like, we're pushing this ice cream agenda. We must push it. So we must push it. So I refused to listen. So I didn't lose much. Like that entire time. Like I went to the gym for like a month, and then I was like, no. I remember telling my mom, I'm done. Stucky. I want this thing. So I stopped. And then I continue, and then by the like mid of my 3rd year, like, oh my God, it was getting serious. I think now I'd gotten up to like 65. I was like, baby girls, we need to get serious. So I remember talking to my mom about going to the gym and then starting again now this time. And then I remember this time now doing a little more research. I wouldn't say a lot, just like just a little bit of research in here and there, and then realizing, oh, so you're supposed to check your calories and you're supposed to not eat a lot of junk and all this business. Yeah, obviously you're not supposed to eat junk. At this point now, I had really cut out junk. I had started to feel a trauma. I like to joke with my husband a lot, but no, this is legit serious. Do you know I have like a trauma towards lunch bars at this point, because I feel like a huge time at which I was gaining weight, I was consuming lunch bar. Obviously they weren't the only thing entirely responsible for my weight gain, but my mind has a very bad connotation to it. So at this point my mind starts to form that connotation. Once in a while I would still eat it. And then I went to the gym. This time, my good people, I was consistent with this. Oh, wow. I look back to that Christmas, I'm like, where is you baby girls? Where are you? Like, I used to go to the gym like consistently. Like, I'd go 5 days a week without missing a beat, I did that for 3 months. When I had started going to that gym, I was about 64, 65 there. So I did that for like an entire 3 months. I remember, I think there was even a strike. And so that used to give me more free time. So I used to plan my day. I remember I used to wake up and then walk somewhere, then come back and then go to the gym. And then, like I had a whole structure. It was a very, Christy was a very structured girl those days. Don't just see me here like this. I used to be a structured girl. After 3 months, I remember checking my weight, because at that point I didn't have the thing for checking my weight. Then I don't remember what fight we got into in Baptist. And then he bought me a weighing scale. That was his way of atoning with the gods. He gets me the weighing scale. So I remember stepping on the weighing scale, and then you've been consistent for 3 months. You're hoping at least it's at 60 something. So I stepped there and I remember it was 62. Oh my god, I was crushed. I was like, what? And the way like I've put in effort, and the way like I've been serious about this, and the way I've been like, I was like, please. I threw like caution to the wind, and that was where my consistency with going to the gym in that season disappeared. My motivation was like completely dead. And in the next 3 months, I think I lost another 2 or something. I was at 60, I remember. So I go for my internship, and then come back within my 4th year and that kind of business. Now by that time I had quit it. I'd given. I was like, whatever. What's the worst that could happen? So I stopped. I cut out the issue of the gym and everything. And as I'll tell you guys, I think I've come to realize that a huge trigger for me is when I don't see the results I expect to see, especially on the scale. As I'm getting on this journey, this time I'm trying to do it in a sustainable way. And a sustainable way for me means learning things that I do to sabotage myself. And things that I do that sabotage my own progress is when I do not see any progress, or when I do not see the progress I expected to see on the scale, I tend to sabotage myself. And so that time was a very big example. So that's what happened. I stopped going. That was maybe an entirety of like an entire year. I didn't do anything towards my fitness. I didn't, like nothing, just whatever. We shall see. And so at this point, I remember, obviously, the entire time you're like, you've just given up about it, but it's not that you're excited that you gained weight. It's not that you are exhilarated. It's not a very happy time you're not like, wow, this is beautiful. Wow, baby girls, 60 something, my goodness, baby girls, we are doing well. No, like obviously at that time you're hating what's happening to your body, but you just don't care. You've just gone into space, like you feel like for me personally, I felt like I was putting work and it wasn't translating and everything, and I was just, oh my god, I'm done, finish, queenish, close. And then I remember Baptist and I got engaged at the end of that year. My god, like I knew, my goodness, like life is serious. I remember I was so happy in that time we'd gotten engaged. It was just such a happy time, let me tell you. My god, this man outdid himself. Anyway, I'm gonna get lost in those memories if I go back there, but we get engaged, which means in like the next 1 year probably we're getting married. Not probably, for sure we're getting married, because we knew like we were heading towards marriage even when we started to date. So I know like in the next 9 months hopefully we're getting married, or 1 year, at most 1 year, but 9 months was the plan. So I'm thinking, oh my god, now I can't just not care anymore. Like my wedding day is coming up, like this is like maybe going to be the best day of my life. Like no, I can't just not care anymore. I want to look fit, I want to look nice, all these things. I'm like, oh my god, like I need to get my life in order. And so this time my motivation now for losing weight and getting fit was my wedding. This time I remember I went on the scale, because now I had a weighing scale and I had stopped using it for a while. It was like in some dusty place in my wardrobe, so I took it out, I cleaned it up, everything, so I put it there. So I stepped on the scale. I remember that was beginning of January. It showed 68. That was a low. That was honestly a low. But it's not something shocking. It's been a year. I'm consuming probably over my calorie needs. It's not, it's not something that should be like, oh, you're lying or something. No, really, no. It's expected. It's just that in my mind, I had gotten to a place of self-denial. And I think like sometimes when you're gaining weight, you're in denial a lot of times. You're in denial. You're telling yourself, no, it's not that bad. It's okay. It's not that bad. And then you step on that scale, and then you go on that mirror, and then you realize, oh my god, it is that bad. So I step on there at 68. The reason I keep talking about these numbers like this, I'm talking about them in kgs. So 68 kg is maybe about 140 pounds, 140 something pounds. And for a person of my height, I'm usually 4'11". That's a lot of weight. The problem with someone of my height, when you gain 2 pounds, your face already, there's nowhere for it to go. There's nowhere. Your stomach, there's nowhere. You breathe in 3 pounds, nowhere for it to go. Short people problems. But it's 68. I'm like, I just need to get serious. My wedding, at that point now, we had chosen a wedding date. It was in 9 months. So I'm like, my wedding is in 9 months. Like, I need to get serious now. Like, so I go in, I research. This entire year now, I ate, I like chose an eating protocol that I became consistent with, and I actually did no workout at all. By end of August, I had gone all the way down to 55. I was like, wow, finally something that works for me. Because originally I had gone to the gym, like I told you, I had tried eating normally, and it wasn't working. It just wasn't working for me. And that year now, last year, I found something that worked perfectly for me, and I stuck with eating like that and everything, and my god, the pounds were just coming off, the kilos were just coming off. So I remember, I think an entire month before the wedding, I weighed in and it was 55. I was so happy. I was like, oh my god. Even as I was going out to my wedding fittings and everything, like I would feel, I was starting to feel super confident about everything and excited and all that business, yeah. And then I stopped doing my eating protocol for like a month. And so by the wedding, I think I was like 56, 57, somewhere there. So after the wedding, we go in, and then we decide to get the implant. We had settled on the implant as a method of contraception. So we go in, we get, and we wanted to get it after the wedding. So we did it after the wedding. I'm so glad we did it after the wedding, because one of our fears before the wedding was that it would affect something. It would affect my mood or my weight or something. And I had worked so hard at it. So we decided to get it after. So we get the implant, and oh my god, everything is just perfect. It's after a wedding, you're happy, everything's okay. Then we come back. Our wedding was in September, so we go for a honeymoon. Our honeymoon was okay. So like after about a month, we come back, and then I remember after the month, I checked in. So by the wedding day, I'm telling you, like I was about 57, 50. I hadn't weighed it religiously, but maybe a week before I was like 57 or something. I was about there. So we come back from the honeymoon, and I check my weight, and it says 62. Right? Like an entire 5 kg. It's just been a month. But to me, I do not know why I did not interpret it as anything to be concerned about. I was thinking to myself, it's because I've not been eating properly, and I've just been eating whatever I want to eat, and it's okay. My body's adjusting to the hormones, and it's all gonna be okay. So I don't take anything there to be alarming. October happened, I didn't start eating clean. Even then, I was still around my honeymoon. Honestly, I was like, no, it's my wedding day. I'm not gonna put any restrictions within myself. I'm just gonna, if I feel like eating this, I'm gonna eat this. I eat whatever I want to eat, blah, 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 blah. So by end of November, I check my weight again, and it's a 60, 68, 69. So I'm like, an entire 6 kilos, like in another month. So for me, I remember there was just a deep panic within myself. And that wasn't even end of November. I think it was mid. So inside of me, there was a deep panic because you see, last year I started at 68. I'm like, oh, I just used the bad word. I'm like, I'm back to where I started, or what's happening, or so I'm like, oh my god, like my eating habits are messing me up. Like I need to get serious again. So mid-November, I get back into protocol. I'm like, no, now we're eating clean. Now we're not doing any junk, nothing, clean eating, proper eating, consistency, because I saw it work last year. So I start. This time I even incorporated walking. I remember I used to walk every day. I'd go do a nice proper walk somewhere, and not like, not like a 1 kilometer walk, like 3 kilometers, 4 kilometers. I walk back. Nothing. Mid of December, I checked my weight again, and it was 72. I was like, oh my god, what's happening? I'm eating clean, I'm walking, what's going on? At this point, I start to think, okay, I think I just need to get more serious, because in between that month, honestly, I had messed up once, twice, thrice, but the thing that I wasn't understanding is messing up one day. It's not normal. It's not normal for a mess up of one day to gain you I don't know how many kilos. It is not normal. It's the end of the year and you've gained about, that was 12, you've gained about 14 kilos in 3 months. There's no way that's normal. Especially because for you to gain a kg, you need to consume 7,000 calories above your needs. So if you calculate and see, in a day, my body usually needs 1,700 calories. That means that you need to have eaten 8,700 calories. 8,000. There's no way. Even if I was eating unhealthy, there's no way I was hitting 8,000 calories. So I'm like, okay, I don't know why I was not realizing, okay, no, Christy, something's off. But one of the things I'm realizing, and I think we'll talk about the entire implant and the whole thing, I just wanted it to work well. So I was like, no, I don't want to go into another method, because it's the simplest, the most non-invasive, all those things. So I was trying to make it work, but at that point I wasn't very suspicious of it. And here's the thing, you guys, like looking back at it, I feel like, come on, I should have seen it. There's a history in my family of the ladies in my family, like when they use the implant or injection, that it creates a weight gain. It creates a very immediate weight gain. I don't know. I'm like, oh my god, why was you not seeing it? So I come back, it's December, I've done it, and nothing. We're at 72. So I quit. I'm like, oh, whatever. You are you seeing a pattern, you guys, that every time I do something, I work so hard at it, and then I do not see number results, scale results that I want to see, I tend to completely sabotage, like just go off the rails, like go back and eat unhealthy. Like I'm not talking just eat normal, like I have Oreos, I have everything, like I'm just eating unhealthy at that point. Yeah, December goes, finishes, that's around mid-December. Yeah, January, February, I'm like, whatever. March, I check my weight again. I'm like, okay. And then for me, I think it takes me a while. I mess up and then I come back to my brain. I'm like, okay. Like, let's get serious. Let's evaluate this in a serious way. So I go step on the scale again, and then it read 76. That's the highest it had ever read. December was the first time it ever read above 70. That was a bit of a shock for me, but at this point, I think I was getting into a space of not caring. So it didn't really hit, or I was in denial about it. Yeah. So it didn't really register. So in March, I step, it's 76. It registered properly now. Because like I told you guys, it's 76 kg. That's about 160 something pounds. And I am 4'1". I'm also, oh my god, 4'1". No, I'm not going to be taking any for myself. No. So I am 4'11", as I've told you guys. So you guys can see how that was becoming a real issue. So at this point, Baptist had just started working from home. because of this whole thing that's been happening 2020. Yeah, so in April I was like, oh my god, I need to like just get back to eating seriously. Maybe my body is just changing, maybe, you know, I'm just aging or something, and I've not been eating clean, so I can't be sure it's the implant creating the weight gain when I've been eating terribly, when I've not been doing any activity at all. So I was like, okay, so I'm going back to eating clean consistently. And that month, like guys, when I tell you I was consistent, like from this point it was a shock. It was like, oh my god, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So I was very consistent in April, eating properly. We were working out every day. Okay, not every day, every 5 days a week we were working out. Like the guy can vouch for me, like we was working like. And let me tell you guys, I think because of my experiences with gym in the past and putting a lot of hard work and not seeing results, my mind has such a bad connotation towards working out that obviously I'm still trying to work through, because you know it's healthy for you and you should pick a form of activity that you enjoy. So that's something we're working on. That's something Mama's working on. So I remember we used to do some form of cardio, like a walk or something and everything. And by end of April, we check it again, and I think it read 75 or something like that. We were like, no, okay, now no. Around that time, the implant was also causing me regular bleeding, and it was going as it was getting more intense. So by May, we just decided, I think by mid-May, we were like, okay, let's just remove this thing. Chuck it out. Then the rest of May, I yo about eating clean and everything. I'm like, whatever, blah, 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 blah. So I don't eat clean. By beginning of June, I'm back at 76. Obviously, because I think the hormones were still in my system. So we removed the implant, and by beginning of June, I was like, okay, I'm willing to give this another shot. Maybe it was the implant ruining my life. I'm willing to give this another shot. So I started June at 76. And then we go, and then same routine. I'd been eating cleanly. And I think for me, majorly, what I am learning and what I'm going to be even showing you guys is, for me, my eating habits. My eating influenced my weight loss very hugely, or my weight gain. My activity does, but not as much. Eating, whatever I'm putting through my body. So I'm eating cleanly in June. We're working out every day, we're doing a walk and everything and all this. And by end of June, I remember stepping on the scale and it was 70 point something. I was like, there you go. You guys cannot, oh my god, I just spilled water. You guys, can you imagine 6 kilos like in a month shedding? I was like, okay, so the implant was the problem. So the thing was ruining my life. So I should have picked up this hint last year in October before, you know. So by end of June, I was obviously really excited because something was starting to work again. I was starting to see some hope, and I was like, okay. So in July, I didn't eat a lot of junk. And I think in July, by the entirety of July, I'd lost like half a kg or something. Now we're in August. It's been, I think, half of August. And in half of August, I've just been trying to get back into my routines. Messed up once, twice and everything, but that's part of the journey. That's why I'm sharing this with you guys, because I don't just show you the before and then the after, and not really capture the in between, like not document the in between, because the in between is not as smooth. There's highs and lows and highs and lows and everything, and I've had a number of lows. And currently, as I'm starting to share this journey with you, my weight currently is at, oh my god, they say don't ask a woman her weight. This baby girl is telling you herself. She's putting it in the records, for the public records. So as I'm sharing this, I think it's about at 69. August has not been a very, I would not say very serious month, yeah. But as I'm deciding to get serious again, I've decided to start documenting this and just sharing it with you because of the previous reasons that I shared before. So as we start this, we're starting it at about 69 again. I think my final goal is to go somewhere between 50 and 55, because that's where I feel the most comfortable within my body. So we'll know when we get there, but it's about 50 to 55. When we get to 55, now we will feel it out. So I thought I want to just film this and tag you guys along. If any of you are in a weight loss journey, like if you have any 5 kg, 10 pounds or 15 kg, 30 pounds, 20, 40 that you're trying to shed, because me, I'm trying to shed about 19. Okay, we'll know exactly when we get there, but about 19, about 40 something pounds. So my god, this has been a very vulnerable video. I still can't believe I've just done it, but I'm excited that I've done it. So you guys, please feel free to tag along on this journey. Feel free to join me if you've been having 10 kgs or 5 or 2 in this quarantine. Especially, I know maybe someone has gained a little bit and so you want to lose it. Please tag along. Let's make like the next month's, a good journey. Let's all do it. Now on my Instagram, I'm going to be posting more day-to-day activities of what I'm doing, my progress, my food, and that kind of thing. So ensure to go and follow. The handle is Mwende Kimondo. That's where I'm able to post, on a day-to-day. However, here we're still going to be doing this journey with you guys together. We're going to do weigh-in days and that kind of business, and just sharing this journey. I just decided. Another huge disclaimer, I'm not doing this from an expert point of view. I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a fitness expert, nothing. I'm just sharing my journey with you. I'm just sharing my journey with you, necessarily not even to tell you how it's done, to show you that it can be done. To show someone who's giving up on themselves that it can be done. To show someone who's gone to that space that I was in, that like, I don't care, I'm gonna eat, I'm just whatever. It can't happen. Like, to show it can be done. I know this video is going to be so long. I'm so sorry, guys. I am so sorry. I can talk and talk and talk. So if you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing to my channel. Go follow me on my Instagram, because that's where we're going to be doing on the daily like updates and everything. I'm going to tag it for you. It's going to be in the description box. It's Mwende Kimondo. I'm still going to put it on the screen for you guys. Go follow there. Let's do this journey together. I'm so excited to see where this goes. If you're in a weight loss journey, please tell me below. Please comment. Tell me how much you're trying to lose. Tell me if you have a deadline and all those things. Like, let's do this together. I can't wait. I feel excited, scared, but really, really excited. I don't know if that makes sense. So I am very, 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 very excited. So I think I'm gonna stop this video there. I'm not done, but I can ramble and ramble and ramble and ramble and ramble and ramble. So I am gonna stop there. Please subscribe if you have not. Consider subscribing if you have not. And okay, bye.